You can listen to us on 96.9 FM. You can listen to us on our website, allfm.org. And now you can listen to us on DAB. That's right, All FM has gone digital. The real voice of Manchester has just got a little louder.
This is Art Beats on All FM with me, Andrew Edwards, and now it's an absolute delight to say hello to two fine members of the Stockport Male Voice Choir, Eddie Allett and Chris Glynn. Eddie and Chris, lovely to see both of you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lovely to be here.
Very welcome. Now, I have to say it's fantastic because you have a course that's happening. It's free. It's called Find Your Voice. And I want to find out all about that after we've heard from the choir in action. So that's in a couple of minutes. But first, I do have to ask you about being part of Stockport Male Voice Choir, because I think you've both been involved for different periods of time. I'm going to turn to you first, Eddie, and for you to say how long you've been involved.
Well, I've been in the choir now for 53 years.
That is just
quite a while.
Amazing. That's the D word, dedication. I'll ask you more about that in a minute. And Chris, how about yourself?
Well, I joined just over a year ago, and so I'm the new boy. I'm the new boy.
Okay. Did you sing before with another choir at some point?
Yes. I've sung school choirs and university choirs, and yes.
So singing's always been kind of a part of your life?
Always been part of your life, yes.
That's excellent. Eddie, 53 years, where to start? That's just congratulations on that. How did you get involved in the first place all those years ago?
It was rather strange, really, because we moved house from Reddish to Offerton, and my wife saw the advert in the paper, in the a window on the house, and it was saying about the Stockport Male Voice Choir, and I'd always been in a choir, church choir or something like that, and I went along, but nobody seems to know where this advert came from. So it was a bit of a mystery. So I joined in 1970.
You must have been. It must have been fate. You must have been meant to be part of this choir then.
I know.
It was kind of just waiting. It was waiting for you.
That's right. And I had been in the choir for about 3 years when I was asked would I help the librarian, which I did, and I'm still the librarian.
Oh, congratulations! That's lovely. Chris, how about yourself? How did you get involved? What made you join a year ago?
3 or 4 years ago, around about COVID, I lost my voice. I had a chest infection which went to my throat.
Oh gosh!
And I found it very difficult to speak and then to sing. So I went to voice therapy, and then I saw the advert in the back of St. Joseph's Church. I'd been to Mass there, coming out, I thought, oh, I could join that choir. So I joined that choir, and I haven't regretted it for a moment.
Would you say then that joining the choir and singing in the choir has actually helped you in your sort of recovery process?
Enormously, because one of the good things about the director of the choirs, directors, well, our new one now, is an emphasis on breathing and breath control, and
of course,
and learning where to pitch it and how to use the vocal cords, how to protect the vocal cords, and how to use the parts of the mouth which will make sure you get the right sound and
whilst
the right
doing
quality.
Something that you enjoy
and you have
that's fun.
You have music going through all at the same time.
Brilliant, Eddie. Let's think about the choir, because I hadn't realised, I'll be honest with you, how long it's been in operation. So obviously it's been going at least 50 years, if not longer. How long has it been going, essentially?
It's been going since I'm not quite sure of the date, but it started with a teacher in Stockport. And
after the war, after the Second World War?
Oh yeah, it was probably in the 50s.
Right.
And he started this, just a small group, 5 or 6 men, and they got together in a room above a bakery, and obviously the baker was in the singing, and it grew from there.
Excellent.
And it was the Stockport Glee Club at the time. And then just before I joined, the year before I joined, it changed to the Stockport Male Voice Choir.
Well, there's a certain ring to that. That it sounds very lovely and it sort of, gives a good sense of stature and talent and skill. And let's just think about that, because we're going to hear the choir in action now from a few years ago now. But I know you were involved at the time, Eddie. This is Sailing, the classic song, of course, everyone knows it from Rod Stewart, but it's actually written by Gavin Sutherland from the Sutherland Brothers and Quiver, and The Arms of Mary and all of that. And this is a lovely version of it. So we'll talk in a few minutes after we've heard it, and that's when you must tell me all about Find Your Voice, because I know you're encouraging more people to take part, which is excellent. I guess you're trying to grow your number, but you're also offering, to skills. You're offering to share your skills with other interested men in the Stockport area, which is excellent. Let's now listen here on Artbeat and AllFM with me, Andrew Edwards, to the Stockport Male Voice Choir singing Sailing by Gavin Sutherland. Wasn't that lovely? That was the Stockport Male Voice Choir and their rendition of Sailing, which I know comes from a CD. Now, I know you weren't in the choir at that time, Chris, but it's a lovely sound.
Beautiful sound, and I think, as you say, it's quite an old LP. But I learned, having joined it, the choir has a very long and distinguished history. Used to be between 45, 50 members, sang at the Royal Albert Hall, sang in major competitions, call competitions throughout the country, and then things like COVID came and reduced our numbers, and now we are desperate to recruit, and so we have this new Find Your Voice course, which we hope is going to bring local people in, people who've sung before or maybe not before, and it doesn't matter how old you are. We go from, well, I don't know, we're all in our 80s or near 80s now, so we need young blood. We need young blood, and and you'll find a very welcoming and very experienced and supportive team of musicians and singers to join us.
Let me bring you in again, Eddie. Tell me more about what this course is. I know it's free, which is excellent. I'm a big fan of the free word, the free word, the F word we can say on the radio, free, and these days especially. But what is it actually comprising? What will you be doing with people in the Find Your Voice?
Well, normally the choir sing 4-part music, and if a new member arrives and they don't read music, it's quite daunting. So we've cut it down to 2-part singing, so that there's like a tenor and a baritone or bass section, which makes it easier because there's more people singing that particular line.
I think that's excellent. I can't really say that I can read music. I can get a sense of when the notes are going up and when they're going down. So I can follow that. Yeah. But what I can't do is look at a score and see a note and say, sing that note, not a chance. Having said that, if I know what the starting note is, I can get there. Yeah. And the other problem I have, of course, I'm deaf. I'm very hard of hearing. So this is the big reason why I haven't joined a choir, because I worry my hearing wouldn't be good enough. Hopefully most people listening won't have that as an issue, I'm happy to say. What would you say to encourage them along? I know it's happening on Tuesday evenings. Has it started yet?
Yes.
Yes. But it's still available.
Only 1 week.
Right, but people can still come along.
Oh, yeah. They can come on anytime.
Excellent. And it's 6 weeks, or 5 weeks now. It's on at St Joseph's Roman Catholic Church in Stockport, SK1. You can Google for more details on it. And we'll give out your Facebook website in just a minute. I know you rehearsed there as well. My final question to both of you, really, to answer this in your own way, is what do you get from singing in this choir? So first of all, Chris, and then Eddie, what do you get from singing in this choir?
Well, you get to sing lovely music with lovely people, and but also it's one of the great things in life is being able to sing. If you're into well-being, then you sing. I was listening to Sheikh O'Connell Mason coming in, and he said, we all need music in our lives, and therefore we have to give children and older people the chance to sing. And this is a chance for you to sing. Please come along, join us.
Oh, that's excellent. I totally agree with you. I mean, actually singing is one of the healthiest things, as well as being fun and enjoyable.
It is.
Full of memories and emotions and stuff. Yeah. Absolutely right. But it's so good for us. Eddie, what would you say to that question?
Well, yeah, I quite agree there, because quite a few years ago I had a breakdown, and it wasn't that serious, but with singing with the choir, because of the friendship and everything else, that just was wonderful.
It helps you. That's lovely. You've actually demonstrated with what you've said, you, Chris, with your recent health challenges, and how the being part of the camaraderie and the experience is actually, and the motivation, I guess, has helped you and yourself with your experience, Eddie, as well. Yeah. Both demonstrating.
Well, I've got my voice back, as you can tell.
That's excellent. I mean, I love singing. I'm always singing, away from the microphone in the house and what have you. I'm not going to say, going to comment on how well I sing, and I wouldn't comment on that. But my mother always loved to sing, and she imbued me with that love. There's something very special. And what I would also say, without getting technical for a minute, or too technical, is I believe that if you're singing correctly, meaning from the diaphragm, you're breathing correctly, really, it's one of the healthiest things you can do. And someone once said to me a long time ago, because I used to work in mental health, that it was impossible to have a panic attack or an anxiety state if you were singing correctly. because if you're singing correctly, you're breathing correctly,
Yeah.
and that's the way to control anxiety.
Yeah.
So it's got lots of health benefits too. Listen, I'm sorry, the time has kind of just disappeared. One final chance to plug why to come along. You've kind of said it, but I'm going to give you another chance to do so. 20 seconds each. Why come along, Chris?
Because you will enjoy it, and you'll find very welcoming people, and you'll learn new music or old music reheard again. And being in a joint venture, it's a great sense of achievement when you get to a concert and you know the audience have loved it. Do join us.
What's your favourite song to sing with the choir?
We've just started to sing Let the People Sing from Les Mis.
Wow. Okay, excellent. And Eddie?
Well, I wouldn't have a favourite because there's
You've sung so much.
So I'd find that very
why
difficult.
come along? Final chance to
But-
sell that very briefly.
Yeah, I come along because of the friendship and the fun of it, because it's not serious all the time. It's quite funny, and the health reasons.
Excellent stuff. I know that you're here today with your accompanist who's coming to say hello. Amy, Amy Bradley. Just say hello for these two fine gentlemen just on a stunning interview. What would you say to ask people to come along?
Hi, yes, I'm Amy. I'm privileged enough to be the accompanist along with my friend Rian and our musical director Jen for these fine gentlemen. The choir's got something really special. I'm originally from Wales. My piano teacher taught me to accompany alongside her male voice choir. I've had to be bonkers enough to venture. Well,
How long have you been involved?
I've been involved. I've known the choir since 2018, but I've been their accompanist
Excellent.
for the last
All
sort
right.
of 3 years.
Well, they make a fine sound, and I'm sure anybody who's interested in singing would want to join the choir. I do hope lots of people get involved. I'm going to give out the Facebook, which is facebook.com/Stockport Male Voice Choir. The course it's on its way, but it's still time to get involved.
Yes.
It's at St Joseph's Roman Catholic Church in Stockport. Thank you, all three of you, for coming in, braving the elements today. It's been an absolute joy. Sorry, it's flown by. All the very best. You take care, and I look forward to hearing you in action, in live at some point. All the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
very
much.
That's lovely.
Come and join
Thank
us
you.
at any point.
You're very welcome, and give my best to all your colleagues. So here on Artbeat on AllFM 96.9.